Go, go, Power Rangers! You thought I was going to say it's Morphin Time, didn't you? No, I wanted to show you my singing skills, you know, because they're legit. They're legit. Now, what is up, guys? This is my review for the new Power Rangers movie. This is obviously a remake of the 1990s Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This follows the teenagers, some teenagers that get, become Power Rangers and have to save their town from Rita Repulsa. And that's basically the plot of this movie. It's obviously a similar plot to a superhero movie, a similar plot to Power Rangers movies, of course. This movie was really enjoyable. I think I had a really fun time watching this movie. I was a huge fan of the 90s Power Rangers. I watched them as a kid, and it was a lot of fun to go and watch this movie. What I liked about this movie, the acting in this movie was really surprisingly good. I mean, these are guys that are pretty much unknown actors. These guys that are trying to make their big break, and they showed us why they were cast, because they were phenomenal. They were really good. The characters, you think it's going to be really bland. They're going to keep you out. Oh, that's the funny guy. That's the bad guy. That's the leader. Blah blah blah. No, they add depth to each character and give you more than just the stereotype guy, which is really fun. I really enjoyed the characters, but the side characters were the fall. Zordon, played by Bryan Cranston, was great. I mean, obviously he was just a head, but his voice was really phenomenal. I liked him a lot. Alpha 5 was where I found him slightly annoying at times. I don't think it was Bill Hader's fault. I think he had the voice there. But with his voice mixed just with the dialogue that they gave him, just wasn't working at all. I don't know how much was improv or whatever, but they were just trying to make funny moments funny when they didn't necessarily have to be. That was it. But when it came to the main villain, Rita Repulsa, played by Elizabeth Banks, was a big downfall for me watching this movie. I mean, this movie, I think, struggled to define itself as a cheesy movie or a realistic movie. There were definitely parts, the majority of this movie were trying to be realistic, and then it gets to a lot of parts and it's just cheesy, and you might enjoy it. I enjoyed it, but you can see it gets very cheesy, and I think that's what she fell into. She fell into the very cheesy side. Even when there were serious moments, she was still that "I'm going to kill the Rangers" kind of, just over the top villain, and I don't think it wasn't the writer's fault. I think this is more her fault. Not necessarily her fault, but her portrayal of it, I don't think suited the rest of the movie. I think she was still very over the top, and it didn't kind of slide in, and it didn't blend as well with the rest of the movie. Saying that though, they just, especially once they get the Rangers suits on, once they get the suit on, that was probably, it moved towards, it was the more ridiculous part. It was the cheesy side. Before they got the suits, I was really enjoying it. I was like, this is a phenomenal, this is a really good movie. Once I get to that point, I was still enjoying it, but more of a nostalgic kind of fun side rather than this is a really good movie side. So that's where they kind of got across the line there, and they kind of got lost when it came to finding a direction they wanted to go to. I think that's what they needed to figure out. Maybe they'll figure out for the sequel, because they definitely hinted at the sequel. Figure out a direction if they want to go down that cheesy road, or do they want to go down to the realistic road. And hopefully they can go down a realistic road, because it was still funny at times. They did make jokes and it worked, but it was a really good movie, really phenomenal movie, and then it became more of an enjoyable movie than a great movie. So I think that's where they got lost. Saying that though, I still found this a really good movie. I mean, the CG was surprisingly good. You think it kind of, fall off a lot of the time, but it didn't. I think it held itself. I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, there was some ridiculous stuff going on, but the effects weren't bad. It was just more how ridiculous the stuff on the screen was going on though. But as I said, this movie was really well acted. I was very surprised by that. I think it was just all about finding the direction. I mean, it found a direction with a Krispy Kreme ad. The product placement in this movie was ridiculous. It was a big Krispy Kreme ad. Even in the fucking interviews, I see them, they're eating Krispy Kreme. Like, this is just one big Krispy Kreme ad though. But this movie surprised me. I'm gonna put it. I was not expecting to like. I thought it was gonna be more of a new Ninja Turtles thing where I'm gonna like it because I liked the original one. But is it gonna be a phenomenal movie? No. I think this is a better movie than the Ninja Turtles were, but it was definitely still very. This is maybe one of my most enjoyable movies of the year. This is maybe the most movie I want to go back and watch again, because it was just so much fun to watch this movie. I was pleasantly surprised in this movie. I mean, I can't put it past that. I was just so blown away that they didn't fuck it up as bad as I thought they were going to do. I mean, yeah, as I said, it gets ridiculous. But I mean, I did have a lot of fun with this movie. I think that's what they're trying to do. At least they might not know the direction of realistic or cheesy, but they were trying to make you have fun. I think they did that, and for that reason I'm giving them a B-. So that is it, guys. I did this review a couple days ago. It didn't pan out, so I couldn't upload it. I had to redo the review. And this update a few days late, which means I'll put up a couple of reviews in the next couple of days of all the movies I've seen over like the last week that I have to review all at once because of just the timing of when I've been able to film and whatnot. But that is it, guys. You guys can comment, you can subscribe, and of course, have a good one.